And what has Caitlin Clark done throughout her entire first season of the WNBA? She has broken records. She has set records. She has done things quicker than any player has ever done. And what does that mean? This is the core of what they can't stand about Caitlin Clark, because she, in essence, proved Diana Taurasi wrong. And in so doing, in her dominance in this league, she has revealed the weakness in this league. See, heretofore, they wanted us to believe that they were so amazing, but they just weren't getting the attention. They just weren't getting the eyes, but they really are the best in the world. And I'll be the first to say what I've said many times. There are some great players in the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark revealed that they ain't as good as they think they are. And by her dominating, she reveals their weakness. They pride themselves. These are the best players in the world. We are amazing. And she's got to come up against us. And she came up against them, and they threw everything at her. And she continues to break their records, to exceed expectations, and to do it with incredible flair, and therefore continue to get it.
Yeah. So I wholeheartedly agree with that. I wish there was more. That's all that I have in terms of this clip. And when I saw this, I was like, all right, I got to definitely make a video with regards to this, because what she said is so spot on. It is so spot on that Caitlin Clark exposed everything. There was this whole idea, right, that the WNBA should be so much more popular, but it's not. People are just not paying attention. These women are amazing. They're amazing. They're great. They're elite, and you guys just don't recognize it. And therefore, when Caitlin Clark, you think Caitlin Clark's good, she's only popular because of more physical reasons, and she's not actually really as good as you think. She's in for a rude awakening. And what happens? Caitlin Clark comes in and says, no, I'm dominant. She's breaking record after record after record after record after record. Caitlin Clark's rookie year was dominant. She's done consistently things that we have never seen, not only as a rookie, but as just a basketball player as a whole, which really proved that no, that the WNBA, those players are not as good as you think. And it's not that they're really amazing and they're just not watching them because of, other reasons. It's because you're just not good enough. And I bet you a lot of people have been watching those WNBA games, and you know what you do? You see a lot of bad basketball play. You see a lot of bad play. Absolutely, there's some great players in the league, right? I'm not saying that it's all bad, all awful, and only Caitlin Clark is good. I'm not saying that. But there's also some really bad players in that league where you're like, what the heck was that? What kind of coaching is that? Why are you taking that shot? You're taking this weird layup that you have zero chance at making. Like, just don't do it. Hold on to the ball. Wrap around. Come back. Pass it. I don't know. Do anything but whatever you just did. My God, like, what even was that? So there's just, like, some really bad play out there. And Caitlin Clark exposed that. Caitlin Clark, people thought they were trying to act like that this is an elite league with nothing but amazing players top to bottom. And Caitlin Clark is actually not as good as they think, as good as she thinks she is, as good as the fans think she is. That again, they constructed this narrative that she's only popular because of superficial, nefarious reasons. And that was obviously not the case. She's popular because of her greatness, because of everything that she's been able to accomplish in the WNBA. It's been nothing short of extraordinary. And it's funny because I didn't really look at it like in the way that she did, where it was like, because she was so great, she exposed the weakness and the lack of talent in the WNBA. And I think that's such a spot on point. I didn't originally kind of see it that way. And so I'm so happy that I came across this clip because it's so accurate, right? That's why Diana Taurasi thought that Caitlin Clark wasn't going to be able to really be as great in the WNBA. It's because she was like, these women are better than you, right? Like these women are better than you, and you're only a rookie. You're in for a rude awakening. And what happened? Caitlin Clark became a top 5 player in the WNBA as a rookie. She's literally the top 5, top 3, top 4, top 2. It's unreal. It's unreal. And she's a rookie. She's a rookie, and she had Everyone's best ever. Every single game that Caitlin Clark played in, the opposing team, it was their Super Bowl. It wasn't even their WNBA Finals. It was their Super Bowl. Okay? Everybody wanted a piece of Caitlin Clark. Everyone. Everyone. And yet she still succeeded with just flying colors to the moon. I mean, on a rocket ship to the next galaxy. So it's pretty remarkable. It's pretty extraordinary. It can't be understated just how successful Caitlin Clark has been this season, considering what she's been able to do with the Indiana Fever, what she's been able to do from a team perspective, individually, from a public perception, from a fandom, on the court, off the court. Every single thing that she's done has truly been great, has truly been elite and top level. And the crazy thing is, because this is what she was talking about, that they exposed how bad some of these women are, and just not how great it is. Caitlin Clark, this is the worst Caitlin Clark's ever going to be. I said this in a previous video. This is literally the weakest Caitlin Clark is going to be right now because she's only a rookie. For the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, she's going to continue to get better and better and better and better and better. And what do you think she's going to look like then? She's going to be smashing records every single game. Every single game, it's going to be a new record. She's going to dominate the record books. She's going to dominate the WNBA. It's going to be her league, and the fans are going to be all about it. And it's going to be Cope City, man. They're going to struggle to accept it. They're going to struggle to understand it. And they're going to continue to make up nonsensical narratives about political reasons and this and that. And the truth of the matter is like they say in basketball, ball don't lie. Basketball is such a great equalizer because it's a team sport, but there's also a ton of individual production, right? Football is so complicated with so many coaching schemes and defense and offense. If you're a great running back, you still need a great offensive line, right? If you're a great quarterback, you still need someone to catch the ball. You still need a great coach to call the right play, right? It's too hard to always understand what's a team effort versus what's an individual effort. In basketball, you obviously need a team to especially accomplish great things, but individually, it's very clear when you can see greatness. And Caitlin Clark has been able to show, right, like it's the great equalizer, because if Caitlin Clark was just not good enough, she wouldn't be able to be supported by her team, right? We've seen other players in other sports like football, for example, really not be that great, but they had an amazing offensive line, so that running back was really able to rip through, or that quarterback had plenty of time in the pocket, and so he's not a complete scrub, so of course he can get the ball down the field, but the moment things got a little uneasy for him, he crumbled. We got to see Caitlin Clark, like, individually, absolutely, positively ball out. You can't fake it. What Caitlin Clark has been able to accomplish, it can't be faked. It can't be juiced up. It can't be made up as like, let's just make up things that are really important, like double doubles, or, I don't even know. I can't even make up other things. And that wasn't meant to be at a shot at Angel Reese. My point is that everything she's done is you can't fake it. You just can't fake it. It can't be swept under the rug, and she's going to continue to do that, because we talk about double doubles being important. Caitlin Clark nearly averaged a double double start to finish, right? So I mean, that's insane. I mean, she's close to averaging a triple double, and triple doubles are a rarity in the WNBA. And quite frankly, I don't even think triple doubles and double doubles are that important, right? And when it comes down to it, because if that was the case, the Michael Jordans and the Kobe Bryants of the world would be getting triple doubles all the time. So I think those stats can be misleading. But when it's so rare in the WNBA to see the accomplishments that Caitlin Clark has been able to accomplish, is nothing short of extraordinary. And the truth is, she truly deserves nothing but praise. And I'm so happy that she pointed this out in this way, because I was really not seeing like, oh yeah, like I've been talking about all of the great things of Caitlin Clark, but I never really looked at it as like really her succeeding in the league actually exposed so many of the other nonsense narratives. I've been really high on exposing the nonsense that Caitlin Clark is only popular because of nonsense reasons, and I've talked extensively about that, but I didn't think of like, oh yeah, this is also what Caitlin Clark exposed. She exposed that, you guys are not as good as you think you are. The reason why no one watches you is not because of the reasons that you think are. You can keep telling yourself these lies. You can keep living in a fantasy world where you're the hero. That's fine. Keep doing it, right? It's better to live the hero and then die the villain, I guess, or whatever. But it's like, best of luck with that, right? You know, best of luck. Or you could face reality. And listen, I get it. Sometimes reality is tough. There's a lot of truths and a lot of realities in my own life that I will struggle to accept with. And it's like, no, please don't be real. Please don't be true. And it's like, but, you know, when you can actually face the reality of the situation, you get to navigate life so much more successfully, right? And this is best illustrated where there's a kind of like an old little proverb story saying whatever, where it's like, you see something in the grass and it looks like a snake, and until you realize that it's actually just a piece of rope, you're going to keep treating it like it's a snake. You're going to keep living wrong. You're going to keep viewing the world wrong until you get up close and personal and realize, oh, that's just a piece of rope. You now get to navigate the world much more successfully, much more realistically. And I'm hopeful after this season we can like get rid of the whole collective nonsense that we've all been experiencing while watching the WNBA and Caitlin Clark. And the following season, we can just finally start to have real conversations, real observations, and you know, just get to watch the greatness unfold. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Caitlin Clark exposing the WNBA for what it is? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.